What is up, guys? Ivan here with getivan.com, and today we have a Quora question. What are the common free tools for off-page SEO? So this should be a pretty straightforward answer. Most of the answers that people give are probably right on the money. Let's look at this guy's answer. So he's saying Ahrefs, Moz, SEMrush, Site Explorer. Not sure. I'm assuming that he's talking about Google Search Console, or maybe I'm not familiar with that one. So yeah, Ahrefs has a free tool. I think I have it in one of these tabs here. The backlink checker is one of the better ones. They actually nerfed it recently. Let's try. It looks like they changed this page also. Let's look at ahrefs.com. Check backlinks. But they used to show referring domains, and recently they took it off. Oh wow, they dramatically changed the UI here. Let's see. Let's let that. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, it used to be that they showed you the DR or whatever and the UR, the domain and the URL relevance or whatever, and then they also showed referring domains to the URL. But it looks like they nerfed it kind of heavily. They still show the anchor there, and they show overall links, linking sites. So that's pretty much referring domains going to the root domain. So it's still legit though, because it shows you DR, so you can still grab links if you're doing like link building campaigns or whatever. So this is one of the best free tools, and there's some other ones I have bookmarked, like the YouTube keyword tool, free keyword generator. Um, but probably, I would probably say, let me open up my notepad here. I would probably say Ahrefs backlink checker, and then certainly above that would be well, let me look directly at this question. Common free tools for off-page. Oh, okay. Well, technically, Search Console still does show you inbound links. So if you're dealing with an asset of yours, then Google Search Console pretty much can't be beat, because it'll show you links that they detect. It'll show you rankings that the site has, and impressions on those things, clicks on those queries. Like that's probably the number one off-page tool. Then we have the Ahrefs backlink checker, um, SEMrush, but I don't really like SEMrush a great deal because they show a ton of junk links. Like there's so many junk links that they show. That's why they claim to have the biggest database supposedly of links, but then it's just a bunch of there's too much common data. That's my problem with SEMrush. They do have some unique tools back there. I was recently looking back there because I was trying to find a white label utility for link reporting that I could automate, and this one had an interesting link toxicity checking capability. You can use this for free every day, a small amount, so it's definitely something you can get value from. Moz also, a lot of people knock Moz like it's so out of date. Like, I mean, it's essentially in the same range as a lot of the other tools. The difference is that uh, they only show the most relevant kinds of links. I think it's called the Open Site Explorer, and you can use that for 10 times for free per month, or is it per day? I think it's 10 times for free per month per email account. So you can use a bunch of email accounts and then use that a number of times. They don't have as big of a backlink database as Majestic or Ahrefs or certainly SEMrush, but it shows you the relevant stuff. So it's for a free tool. It's definitely useful. It's easy to use. You don't have to deal with so much hassle. Of course, you have Majestic. You can use that once a day, pretty much. And they're different. They should trust flow citation flow. Pardon me, but you can still get insights. One thing I don't like about Majestic is some of the viewables when you're looking at backlink profiles. They're not very easy to digest. It's not easy to digest the information. I don't really like Majestic for that reason. But let's move on here and see what else other people are saying. Most popular Google Analytics, this guy says. SEMrush. Okay. This lady says Ahrefs, Majestic Moz, Link Clump. I've never heard of that one. Web Archive, Talkwalker Alerts, SEO Quake. That's old school. Screaming Frogs, SEO Spider, Buzzstream, SEMrush, Content Bird, Kaboo. Some weird ones in there I'm not familiar with. And this fellow says Google Keyword Planner, Analytics, Search Console, Answer the Public, Ahrefs, Free Backlink Checker. There you go. Beam Us Up. I'm not familiar with that one. Hunter.io. I thought Hunter was a email tool, unless I'm mistaken. Let's see. Common tools for off-page. SEO Book. That's old school. Ranks.nl. Web Selling Ninjas. Link Vendor, GetRank. Man, there's a ton here. A lot of weird ones that I'm not familiar. Most of the big tools you need to know about are Ahrefs, SEMrush, Moz, Majestic. There's also SEO Power Suite. So you can use SEO Spyglass. I think you have to download it. I don't know if it's a temporary trial or if it's just like a finite number of searches you can do per day. But excuse me. Certainly for the amount of data that they provide, it's a desktop solution, but they do have legitimate backlink data. I used this, a few years back, and I had a mixed experience. And recently, I was, testing it again to check to see how the data was, and probably getting ready to, uh, you know, I might go deeper into this in the next month here, so we'll have to see. But yeah, you can get some free data from this tool also, and it's pretty good. I'd actually have to say that in terms of what is the best for free, it would be certainly Search Console. Ahrefs is really easy to do, and then probably SEO Spyglass actually is pretty good. And then the others that I mentioned, you can do one a day for SEMrush and a finite number on Moz, and that's pretty much all I can think of that's essentially mainstream. Pardon me. A lot of this other stuff, because off page requires you have to go with a tool that has a database of links, and there's really only like 5. Even some of these other ones, they pull data from some of the main services like KW Finder. Last time I checked, they pulled from Moz. Um, Things like SE ranking, they pull from Moz, and I think they have a larger database that might come from some other place, but um, yeah, some of that stuff isn't really free. So I know your question is specifically in terms of free tools. So yeah, that number there, and I guess I'd also say SEO Spyglass. These would be the ones that I'd say free tools, and also these are connected to the best database of links just generally available. Period. So the one that Ahrefs is really expensive now. You can also test all of these tools at the same time if you find like a shared trial sort of service that does, like this is a group by tools type thing. That's not super sustainable in the long term because they're super glitchy. But if you subscribe to something like that for a month, you could test all of the major tools, and that would give you an idea about how things work. And it depends on your budget. The most certainly this is the absolute free thing, but it's only asset to asset, and the most cost effective one is SEO Spyglass for sure. And then after that, a lot of the stuff is just really way too expensive, and it becomes more cost effective to subscribe to something like SE Ranking or even SpyFu. But if SpyFu does not have a good database of backlinks. So anyways, that's all I got to say on that. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. Bye bye.